Right, here we are, guys. Hole number 3, par 5. And one of the things you'll probably want to do is bring a power 4 ball would be ideal, just to make this drive just a tiny bit easier. You'll want to try to run this down and get it towards the edge. But if you keep a power 4 ball, you can actually come back in just a little bit and still get this one to the green. So this is actually a really tricky wind angle. But we should be able to get it up there. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. So as I was mentioning, when you get it, you can probably, and one of the things you may want to also do is bring Guardian for this one. So I don't have it with this one. I'm going to keep the power 4 ball, but I'm going to switch to this so I can go sniper. Guardian would give you a little bit extra range, so something to maybe think about using. You'll see. You'll see when I'm going off the cliff, I'm just going to try to push up a little bit because it's going to make my target land a bit shorter. And I did go about 10 rings there as well. Just trying to kind of stay away from that wind effect, taking it too far to the left. But as I mentioned, especially since I might be laid back, when you move off that cliff, you got to keep in mind it's going to make your ball guide go shorter. And you see opponent does have Guardian. The easiest way to do this is just full top or full backspin and just land off this fairway with Guardian. The sniper shot's going to be a little bit tougher. So, and that's one of the main reasons that you may want to, because what we're going to try to do is land right up here with maybe just a little bit of right spin, but both should be possible. And especially, you can see that I brought the Royal Ball just to make things just a little bit easier on myself. You can see opponent, that's kind of exactly what happens when you move down the cliff and then don't add that extra power. So you will want to be just a little bit cautious there. So maybe just a little bit of backspin here. You'll see I'll be able to go mostly full. There's 5 rings. There's 10. You see if I don't go mostly full, I'm going to have this target pointed down the cliff. You don't want to do that because then I may come up short like my opponent. So you will see that I go just a little bit more aggressive. And perfect ball here. And just kind of clips the rough, goes up towards the hole. So you'll see that you can position yourself for the eagle. You'll just want to be very careful with the way that you land. If you hit that fairway, you are going out of bounds. So that's one of the main reasons you'll want to bring Guardian. Just be careful with the cliffs on this. If you point off the cliff, which you'll have to, especially for that second shot, you'll need to make sure that you're doing distance control. So if I get closer, I won't be able to go full, but I'll have to set my power according to whatever is to kind of just the tip edge of that cliff. You don't want to be lower or else it's going to cause the ball to come up well short. So you need to be very careful with that glitch of the game. Especially on the tee shot, you saw that I pulled up massively on that tee shot after making my ring adjustment because I knew that I was going to be so much lower on the ground. And as I mentioned, if you don't make that adjustment, you'll probably come up maybe 3 rings short of what you expect. So it is going to be a significant short hit if you don't account for that. So good luck there, and I'll see you guys on 4.